All right, hi, my name is Christopher No, and this is the proteasome video. So the organism that I decided was the squid, and the common name is squid, and the scientific name is Loligo lamarack. And unique evolved traits, it has tentacles, and these things allow it to grab its prey and allow it for movement, and a slimmer body, which allows it to move faster in the water to jet propulsion. It also has gills for respiration and it allows the organism to be underwater for longer periods of time and has eyes. And these allow organisms to spot predators to avoid where it will spot like big things in the water and it would try to avoid them. And it also point out the stomach, which is for digestion of the organisms it eats. Facts of the squid. Its natural habitat. Squids live in all types of water depending on the species. So like they're very adaptable. They can live in hot water, cold water, salt water, or fresh water. So they basically go wherever the food is. And one example of like a very uh, large squid is one of the very adaptable squids is a giant squid and it lives in like very cold waters. So that's one example. How it gets food. The squid sits quietly and then grabs the shrimp, small fish, or crab with its tentacles. And then it uses its small beak to shred the prey like a grinder. So its beak is basically a grinder. And it shreds it into small pieces and then it goes to the stomach to be digested. And then location on the tree of life. So it's a mollusk, which means it has the phylum Mollusca, and order it's the decapodiforms. So this means it's closely related to, of course, other squids, but it means it's also related to snails, octopus, and clams, which are also ocean organisms. All right, squids in the ecosystem. So it's predator-prey relationship. So it acts as both a predator and a prey. So it has like multiple relationships. So it's a prey to large fish, whales, sharks, and seabirds. And it's a predator to worm, shrimp, and small squid. So it acts as a middle a middle organism in the food web to keep the ocean in homeostasis. So when predators become abundant, the squid will be less abundant, which means the predators will drop. And then if the squids become abundant, the food source of the prey, which is the worm, shrimp, and small squids, will be less abundant, which means that there's less food and then the squids will drop. It's just a cycle that keeps the ocean in homeostasis. Okay, importance of squid to humans. It's basically a very commercial fishing food source. So like we eat albacore tuna and coho salmon, which is like a food source for humans. And the reason that the squid is able to be used because it has a short lifespan and rapid reproduction. So it's used as a bait for fishermen, commercial fishing. And the importance of squid to the ecosystem, again, it acts as both a food source and prey. So it's like a middle organism in the food web. So it keeps the food web together, basically, by acting as both a food source for fish, whales, and sharks, seabirds, and a prey to worm, shrimp, and small squids. And that's it. Thank you.